While it's only, it's only human nature to think about unpleasant situations, it's important to consider what would happen if you became unable to make decisions for yourself because of illness. I spoke with Jennifer Walker, Senior Care Services Liaison with St. Mary's Medical Center, on why healthcare directive is so important. Explain, what is a healthcare directive and who should have one?
Sure. So there's two parts to a healthcare directive. The first part is a healthcare power of attorney, which basically appoints somebody to speak on your behalf in the event you're unable to do that yourself. The second part is the directive part, which allows you to go into a little bit more detail about medical interventions that you would or would not want should you be unable to express that. So it's a really important document. I'm going to hold this up if people can see it. It looks like this. This is the durable power of attorney for healthcare decisions. And then on the back side, there is a healthcare treatment directive. And they come in all shapes and sizes. You can get them everywhere, but the important thing is to have one.
Why exactly is it so important?
Well, I'm glad you asked that. As you might be aware, we are in the middle of a COVID-19 pandemic, which limits the amount of visitors that we're able to have at a hospital. You know, we don't want to expose people or have them expose our people. And so you might come into the hospital really, really ill. You might not be able to speak for yourself. So having something like this on file that have your wishes expressed would allow the physicians to form your treatment plan around what is important to you.
So I know when my wife and I had kids, we had to have a healthcare directive before we were admitted to the birthing unit. But for other folks who may not be in that same situation, where can they go to get their healthcare directive?
Oh, there's so many wonderful places. So first, you can always reach out to me at St. Mary's Medical Center. I have these wonderful booklets that the Center for Practical Bioethics has put out called Caring Conversations. And this guide will walk you through not only your healthcare directive and power of attorney, but other important things like what are your wishes if you had to go to a rehab facility? What are your wishes if you were expressly ill? Would you want hospice? Would you want a lot of medical interventions? So that's one resource you can go to. There's another one called the Conversation Project. You can look that up online. There's another one called deathoverdinner.org where you can download information to help you have that conversation with your loved ones. And of course, the Center for Practical Bioethics and National Institute on Aging are good places as well.
And for more information on senior care services, call Jennifer Walker at 816-655-5625 or go to stmaryskc.com/seniorcare. And mark your calendars for this special event where you can learn more from Jennifer and her team. It's a senior scam symposium on June 12th. It's from 8 in the morning till 2 in the afternoon. It takes place at the Education Center at St. Mary's Medical Center in Blue Springs. We're back in just 2 minutes.